Hello everyone and Happy New Year. Yes, hello everybody and Happy New Year. We hope you had a lovely Christmas. Yes, we do, and today's Jumble House Challenge is coming here from us and also from Singapore. Yes, we're going to ask the guys in Singapore how they got on with the last challenge. Do you remember? It was to try and think of as many uses for one or more of these cardboard crisp containers, these cardboard cylinders. Hello, Singapore. Is there anybody there? Hi, Georgie. Hello, Maisie. Hello, Freddie. Happy New Year. Yes, we got on really well. We only had one of the cardboard cylinders, but because it was Christmas, we thought we'd wrap it in some lovely red felt and make a shaker. Listen, it really does make a good sound. We had to fill it with some dried beans, but I think it makes a really good Christmas cracker shaker. Yes, we all really liked this Christmas cracker shaker and it gave us a good idea. We thought we could make some more percussion instruments. Yeah, and then we can have a percussion band. We only had one of the cylinders, so we couldn't make anything else, but we got lots of ideas, look. We thought of pencil pots and money bags and spaghetti holders and even a rolling pin and a vase and plant pots and all sorts. Yes, and then we drew some of our ideas, just sketched them really, really quickly. Look, I had an idea that if I stuck 4 or 5 or 6 of these together, I could make a raft. Yes, and I thought I could make some really, really funny monster piggy banks. Yes, and I had an idea that maybe if we had a lot of them, we could stick them together and colour them, and we could use them as kind of holders for those dried grasses. Perhaps put them on the wall or maybe just stand them up. Yes, and a really easy idea and great fun, we could make Skittles out of them. We'd probably have to put some beans or stones or something in to make the Skittles stand up properly. Yeah, my last idea was to make a castle. I thought perhaps if I had 3 of them and I drew some battlements on paper or card, then it would make a really cool castle. Well, you've had some really good ideas over there in Singapore. And what about for this week's challenge? Have you gotten some ideas for that as well? Well, yeah, Maisie. We thought, well, why not make some more percussion instruments? Because then we could have a band. Yes, and today we've got something a bit different for you as well, because we've been playing this game and we call it a circle game, because we play in a circle and we take it in turns to tell a story. And we'd like to share this with you. First of all, you have to find some pictures out of magazines, or you can write some words on paper. You need to decide what kind of story. Is it going to be a fairy story or an adventure story or a story set in space? And then you can write down characters and places. Then you put all your pieces of paper in the centre and you take it in turns to turn one over, and you have to try and tell a story. So this is how one of ours went today. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Yes, but one day a wicked witch visited her and she turned the princess into a mouse. But the mouse managed to nibble itself out. through a tiny hole and it sailed away in a boat. And the mouse got to a cave and it crawled into a treasure chest. And then one day a handsome prince came to the cave. He opened the treasure chest and saw the mouse, and the mouse turned back into a beautiful princess. And then the prince took the princess back to his castle, and of course they lived happily ever after. It's a really fun game. Yeah, and we play it by circle time rules, which means that we take it in turn and only the person with the paper can actually speak. I like circle time games because one of the rules is that nobody can laugh at anybody else. You can only say kind things. And you have to give people time to say something. And if they don't want to say anything, they can just pass it on to the next person. Yes, and I like circle time rules and games because it gives me time to say what I want to say without somebody butting in. Yes, it's really, really fun playing games by circle time rules, and there are lots of circle time games you can play. We'll share some more with you some other time. Well, that sounds like a very good game, doesn't it, Maisie? Yeah, I think I'd like to play that, and circle time does sound a very, very good way of doing things. So that's all for now from us in Italy in Jumble House and us in Singapore at Marina Bay. So until next time, it's goodbye and have fun playing our game.